Hello everyone, this is Sujit from Team MMA Boards. Today, in this video, we are going to see how to publish new release announcements to your LinkedIn account seamlessly via this app, Automated Release Notes for Jira. So, as you must have already noticed, in ARN, we have introduced a new template type called LinkedIn announcement through which you can set up an automated message that will be published on your LinkedIn page or your LinkedIn account whenever a new version is released in your Jira. So before we actually see the entire setup, make sure you have already added integrations settings for your LinkedIn account in within ARN. So to check whether you have already set up the integration, just head over to this help tab and see whether you see, check whether you see this LinkedIn entry which is connected in your integration status table. If you don't find this entry, that means your integration is not yet set up, and your Jira admin can actually help you to do this one-time setup from this configuration screen of ARN. Within the integrations tab, there is an option to set up your LinkedIn integration. So when you connect any LinkedIn account with ARN, you also get to choose a posting ads option where you can select the individual account which is connected. Let's say I have connected my own account called Sujit Pathak on LinkedIn. I can select Sujit Pathak as posting ads. If I select that individual user whose account is connected, then all the posts that will be created from this Jira instance will be posted from that Sujit Pathak's account. But if I have some organization pages in my account to which I have permissions to create new pages in LinkedIn, then you will also be able to select one of those organization pages. So for example, if you want to publish these announcement messages from your organization's page, then make sure you connect LinkedIn account of a user, a LinkedIn user who has permissions to create new post from that particular page. So once this setup is ready, then you are good to go and set up your templates and rules for the automation. So let's head over to our LinkedIn announcement template here. I have already configured one template for this particular demo. So if you notice, I have drafted a nicely looking announcement message, which will be published to my LinkedIn organization page. If you notice, I have already used some variables in my message. So I have used this version name variable. So whenever I run this template against a particular version, this variable will get replaced with the name of that particular version. Uh, just like any other ARN templates, this template supports all sorts of ARN variables. So let's say if I have to bring my version description from my Jira to my LinkedIn announcement message, I can use the version description variable or release date variable. If you're not using releases in ARN and you are using sprints, then you can also use these sprint related variables just like any other ARN template. And just like here, we have used this release page URL variable in our message. You can also use conference page URL variable. How these URL variables work, we'll explain that when we actually see the rule setup for this particular template. Along with the text message, you can also add attachments to your LinkedIn post. You can add either a PDF or a MS Word or MS PowerPoint file as an attachment to your LinkedIn post. That setup you can do from the rule action. So you can actually make the combination of this LinkedIn template and your PDF template or MS PowerPoint template and publish them together in a single post on LinkedIn. So this is the first step. You have to set up a LinkedIn announcement template. If you want to add an attachment to that LinkedIn post, then you will also have to set up your PDF or MS PowerPoint or MS Word template as well. Once the templates are set up, then head over to the rules to create an automation rule for this LinkedIn announcement. So I have already set up one the rule for the demo purpose here. If you notice in this particular rule, I have added two actions. One is release page action and another one is LinkedIn announcement action. To add a LinkedIn announcement action to your rule, from the available actions, you have to select this action called publish on social media. So when you select this action, you actually is able to select a template type called LinkedIn announcement. As we develop this feature further, you will see a few more social media options here. So we are going to introduce few more social media templates like Twitter and other social media which are popularly used for. So right now there is only one option that is available in social media action, that is LinkedIn announcement. So with that aside, if you notice, I have added this social media action at number two in my rule setup, and I have prior to that I have added this release page action. The reason I have done this is because if you remember in our template we had used this variable called release page URL. So what happens in this particular type of setup? My rule When my rule is executed, the first action that is executed is release page action, and when this action is successfully executed, what ARN does is it passes on the URL of this particular release page to this second action in this rule, and it then replaces that URL within that release page URL variable. So if you have used such URL variables in your LinkedIn message, then make sure that related rule action is placed above the LinkedIn action within your rule. So for example, instead of release page URL, I had used Confluence URL variable in my LinkedIn message. Then I would have to make sure that my Confluence action appears before my LinkedIn action within my rule. Only then the URL will get passed on to my LinkedIn action. With that in mind, let us see the configuration of this LinkedIn announcement rule action. So, like I mentioned earlier, I have used the template type as LinkedIn announcement here. Then I have selected the template that we have already set up here. Here I can see the LinkedIn connection that has been set up from my configurations screen is already pre-populated here, and I can also see posting as option that I had selected at the time of integrating my LinkedIn account. So that aside, the last part is I can select attachment. So there are three options available, like I mentioned earlier: PDF, MS Word, and MS PowerPoint. I can select only one out of these three. So one LinkedIn post can have only one attachment. So you can either select PDF template or a Word template or MS PowerPoint template. As you can see on the screen right now, I have selected a PowerPoint template, which will be also run along with my LinkedIn template when this action is executed, and the output of this PowerPoint template will be attached to the post that is created via this rule action. So I will save this action, and now my rule setup is ready. Let us execute this rule against a particular version in my Jira. So I will select one version here called 10.3.35 and click OK. So my rule is now triggered, and if I head over to the log screen, you can see both the actions within my rule. The first one is the release page action and the second one is LinkedIn announcement action. They have been triggered. The first action is in progress. Once it is executed successfully, only then the LinkedIn action will get executed. uh, so it may take some time if you have added attachment to your LinkedIn rule action, because creating an attachment and uploading it to the LinkedIn may take some time. So I have already executed the same rule earlier, and you will notice this is how it looks. the release page action is executed first, and then the LinkedIn action is executed. So you can also directly go to the particular LinkedIn post that has been created via this LinkedIn action. So if you click on view post, you will be redirected to your LinkedIn account where this post has been published. So this is how your LinkedIn post is created. You will notice the version name variable has been replaced by the actual version that you selected, and then the release page URL is also replaced with the URL of actual release page, and this is the attachment. So we had selected the MS PowerPoint template, so that template has also been executed, and its output is now added as an attachment to this particular LinkedIn post. So you can see you can add quick highlights of your release as an attachment to your LinkedIn post, and for detailed release notes you can provide URL to the release page or conference page where you are publishing detailed release notes, so that your users can easily navigate to that particular release page. So that's how you can automate the entire process of posting your release announcements to your LinkedIn account. So in this particular rule, we had triggered this rule manually, but you can automate it via automated triggers like version release, or sprint start or sprint completion, or even you can even trigger this via webhook triggers. So that's how you can automate publishing new release announcements seamlessly using have automated release notes for Jira on LinkedIn. That's it for this particular video, guys. See you in the next video. Thank you.